A win for the ages as Aztec for life Xander Schauffele captures his first major tournament with a one-shot win at the PGA Championship. Hello, welcome to Aztecs All In, the podcast that goes all in on San Diego State sports. I'm Louis Weiner along with Steve Perez, two Aztec alums who will do whatever it takes to bring you the very latest in Aztec sports, even if it means reporting from the airport in Seattle during a layover, which is where Steve watched Xander's historic moment. Steve, take it away.
So, Louis, Xander Schauffele, PGA Championship winner at Valhalla, Louisville, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State final resting place of the Kentucky Colonel of Kentucky Fried Chicken fame. He's been off to these fast starts in majors before. He shot a record-tying 62 in the opening round and had the lead going into the final day, but so much time between shots in golf, right? So many distractions, cameras everywhere. Sometimes the gallery is so close you can hear him breathing, fidgeting around. You got to work extra hard just calming the nerves. It's a tough mental grind. But now it's a done deal. Xander Schauffele can add the Wanamaker Trophy to the Olympic gold medal, and that stupid tag they have for the best player never to have won a major can be peeled right on off. Schauffele led by 2 heading into the back 9 on Sunday, but then, drama. Number 10, a par 5 birdie hole for sure, but you gotta hit the fairway. Instead, it was a fairway miss that found him in the bunker, and then from the bunker to a shot out of the rough that went a tad long into the fluff around the green. Schauffele ended up needing to sink a putt for par well outside a gimme range, and he misses for a bogey, which on a par 5 for a tour pro is darn near a double. He will fall one shot back of a surging Victor Holland. But then X bounces back with the birdie on the next hole and the next after that, and it's on like Donkey Kong on the back 9 of a major at Valhalla. Bryson DeChambeau ties it with a clutch drip-in birdie putt on the final hole. He shoots 64 on the day and will wait around to see what Schauffele can do coming in. Meantime, X on the 17th tee, where he bombs it a long way, goes to pick up the tee thinking it's good, and instead it leaks into a bunker just off the right side of the fairway. He manages to scramble for par on that hole, and then on the 18th, par 5, needs birdie or better for the championship. Again, it's a good-looking drive on 18, but this one seems like a bit of a tug, and instead of being in the bunker on the right, the ball goes to the left, but not all the way into the bunker. He will be standing in the bunker, the ball just outside above his feet. Caddy Austin Kaiser, his Aztec teammate, going to the yardage book to figure out what's next. They will go with a 4-iron. The ball is, as we mentioned, well above his feet. It's a really challenging golf shot, meaning you have to hold your setup position in slippery Tour Pro sand and not dip or stand up, and that right foot kind of slips just a bit. It's still not a bad leave. He's in front of the green. He's just executed a scramble on the previous hole. But this one off the green for the PGA Championship, the Wanamaker Trophy, and your first highly coveted major. He will hit a low spinner, leaves him 5 feet from glory. Make it, he's part of history. Miss it, and it's a 3-hole playoff with a guy who closed today with a 64. Man, the drama. He doesn't take a whole lot of time over it. It's a stock 5-footer you've made tens of thousands of times in your time on the golf course since you were a little kid, dreaming of these moments. No read from the caddy, and it's away. CBS. It looks good all the way until it kind of grabs the left side of the cup and then has to do one of those around the cup dealies before it finally drops in for the win. Arms outstretched skyward, and a great sight on national TV to see 2 former Aztecs hugging it out after you've won the Wanamaker Trophy with a 65, finishing at 21 under. It's a $3.33 million payday, and you can tell how well-liked he is on the tour when you see a bunch of other big-name players congratulating him, including Bryson DeChambeau, who is warming up just in case. Native of La Jolla, a local resident for the longest time, but also had a Vegas residence, and last I checked had listed Jupiter, Florida as his abode. So, Schauffele gets opportunities to add to those baubles with More majors coming up, and also the Olympics in Paris, where he will attempt to defend the gold medal that he took home from Japan 4 years ago. Finally, Louis, the Aztecs do have another major champion in their history. None other than the great Gene Littler, who after graduating from San Diego State, did a stint in the Navy from 1951 to 1954. He then went on to win the nation's national golf championship, the U.S. Open, in 1961.
Steve, Aztecs fans couldn't be more proud of Xander Schauffele, who made history with his .263 score over the 4 days, the lowest 72-hole scoring total in a major championship, while his 21 under par was the lowest score to par in major championship history. Xander opened the weekend with a 9 under 62 on Thursday, which tied a low for a major championship. His 3-shot lead shrunk to 1 following a 68 in Friday's second round, and then another 68 Saturday had him tied with Colin Morikawa at 15 under going into Sunday's final round. Steve, the drama involving Bryson DeChambeau was something else. As you mentioned, DeChambeau was in the clubhouse at -20, with the CBS cameras checking in with him as he kept warm on the driving range as Xander played the 18th hole. But DeChambeau watched as Xander sunk the birdie at 18, and all he could do was just turn around and walk away. Schauffele becomes the first player since Phil Mickelson in 2005 to win the PGA Championship by 1 shot with a birdie on the final hole. His first win at a major was a long time coming. In 28 career majors, Xander now has 1 win, 2 runner-ups, 7 top 5s, and 13 top 10s. He now has 8 career PGA Tour victories, as well as a gold medal from the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Here's what it sounded like on CBS after Xander sunk the winning birdie.
To win it all. Xander with victory at Valhalla. Watch this go in with authority. It actually had a half circle. And here comes Austin Kaiser, his old college teammate. They were golfers together at San Diego State. They won an Olympic gold medal back in 21 in Tokyo. And Xander and his family gifted Austin an Olympic ring. The PGA champion is Xander Schauffele, San Diego, California.
It's, I was actually kind of emotional after the putt lipped in. It's been a while since I've won, and I kept saying it all week. I just need to stay in my lane, and man, was it hard to stay in my lane today. But I tried all day to just keep focused on what I'm trying to do and keep every hole ahead of me. And had some weird kind of breaks coming into the house, but it's all good now. Yeah, I mean, I think I'd probably be a little bit less of a patient person if that putt didn't lip in. But I mean, I really didn't want to go into a playoff against Bryson. I'm assuming we probably would have played 18. It would have been a lot of work. So I just told myself this is my opportunity and just capture it.
Steve, let's not forget Xander's time at San Diego State. He was a 2-time Ping All-West Region honoree. He received All-America recognition following his brilliant season in 2015, earning third-team accolades from the Golf Coaches Association of America and Golf Week. In his 3 years on the Mesa, Xander had 21 top 10 finishes, 16 top 5, and 2 individual titles. He owns the school record with a 71.5 career scoring average, as well as the program's single-season record of 171 birdies set during the 2014-2015 season. As for the San Diego State golf team this year, their season just ended with a trip to the NCAA Regionals. Steve, you have more on that.
In Aztec men's golf, Louis, a quick trip to West Lafayette, Indiana for the Aztecs in the NCAA Regional. The 6th-seeded Aztecs needed to place in the top 5 to advance, and the 6th-seeded Aztecs finished 6th. Slow start saw the team going into the final day of the 3-day set well back in the pack, and They managed to claw their way back on the final day to finish 6th overall. I did say 6th, right? Led by a 68 from Justin Hastings. But that still left them 10 shots clear of New Mexico. The Lobos claimed the 5th and final spot out of that regional. They will join from first on down Vanderbilt, Purdue, Florida, and Arizona in the National Championship Tournament at La Costa. In the overall standings, Tyler Koak was the top Aztec in the regional with a 14th place finish. Justin Hastings tied for 18th.
The San Diego State Aztec women's softball team season came to an end with 2 straight losses at the Los Angeles Regional of the NCAA Tournament. Last year, the Aztecs advanced, but not this year. The Aztecs dropped 2 straight in the double elimination tournament to finish the season with a record of 31-20. It's just the second time in school history that the Aztecs finished winless in an NCAA regional, and the first time since 2009. The 3rd seed Aztecs opened the LA Regional Friday against 2nd seed Virginia Tech, losing 5-1. The Aztecs bats struggled to get much going against Hokies starter Emma Lemley, scratching just 1 run across in the 6th inning. Playing in the losers bracket on Saturday against a Grand Canyon team that lost to 1 seed UCLA the day before, the Aztecs put some runs on the board, but not enough, losing 9-7. The Aztecs actually led 4-3 going into the top of the 6th, but Grand Canyon scored 2 in the 6th and 4 more in the 7th to make it 9-4. But the Aztecs didn't quit. After scoring 3 and down 9-7, the Aztecs had the bases loaded in the 7th after the Hokies walked Mac Barbara intentionally, putting the potential winning run on. But Alyssa Garcia grounded out to second to end the game. Grand Canyon went on to play UCLA, needing 2 wins against the Bruins to advance, but they lost to UCLA 9-1, sending the Bruins to the Super Regional. Congratulations to Coach Stacy Newman-Denise for another successful season for the women's softball team. Steve, send us home.
Well, little Ricky Wrap-It-Up is raising his glass and saying, Opa, Louis, so we will too. You can follow us on the X, that used to be Twitter, at Aztecs_all_in. And you can drop us a note or let us know about any Aztecs All-In type tidbits we'd be interested in sharing. We'd love to hear about them. So for Louis Weiner, this is Steve Perez saying thank you for checking in, and we will be back soon.